Welcome, Baruch College Honors Program family members. We're really excited to have you for family orientation tonight. We hope you are all well. I'm Jody Clark-Weissman, Director of the Honors Program, and we have a lot of great information to share with you, and we're going to let you have a chance to answer questions. So I'm going to turn it right over to Vice President and Dean of Students, Dr. Art King.
Thank you so much, Jody. Good afternoon. It's humid, but it's beautiful outside nonetheless, and you've decided to spend your afternoon with us, and so we're so excited. Welcome to Family Orientation. We're glad that you've chosen Baruch College. You know, you're in the honors program, so you're a special group of family members and a special group of students, so we're delighted about that. But we're also delighted because you've chosen Baruch College, 160 different students from all over the world and 110 different languages being spoken, not to mention 130 plus student organizations, clubs that students can participate in. All sorts of wonderful programs that you'll hear a little bit about as we do this presentation. On behalf of our brand new president, who's just started on July 1st, Dr. David Wu, I welcome you, as well as welcome you from the administration at the college. My name is Art King, and I'm the Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students, and I've been here at this wonderful institution for the last, come August 14th, 6 years, and they've been just some fantastic years working with some impressionable young men and women who are going into the world and making a huge difference, changing our world in a most positive way. So welcome again, and thank you for being here with us. Now, students come to college for a number of reasons, but we'd like to highlight two specific reasons. And one is that they come to get a quality education that leads to that degree. But it's not just a degree in hand, they get a quality education, and that's so important. So not only are they going to, in 4 years' time, graduate that degree, but the education is to be of top quality. And that education, that degree, is going to lead them to a career of their choice, which means that they will increase their earning power. So students who graduate from college have a chance of earning up to about $5,000 more than a student in a lifespan than a student who doesn't graduate from college, at least with an undergraduate degree. Also, we want to share with you today that we have quality top-notch programs, we have quality faculty, and we have staff. A number of them are here with me today, a number of my colleagues from the honors program, as well as those from student affairs and youth student and family programs. And these are just a few of the top quality staff and faculty that you'll get to meet and you'll get to work with within the next 4 to 5 years. These programs, these staff, they're quality because they engage students and they also give students real world experiences. Quality academic programs are what we have, and the resources you'll learn a little bit about later on, those are top notch as well. Not to mention, of course, we engage students in all sorts of things to keep them connected, not only on campus, but within the community as well. All students, all incoming students this year, as has happened within the last maybe 3 years now, mandated by the federal government, must undergo sexual assault training. So all first-year students, all entering first-year students must undergo what we call our SPARK training, Sexual and Interpersonal Violence Prevention and Response course is what we have. This is the same course that is being taught by on our campus, as well as on the SUNY campuses. And it's a mandate from the federal government, so all students must take it. Failure to do so would mean that they would not be able to register for classes in the spring semester. So I want you to encourage your sons and daughters to make sure that they complete the online course. It's about 45 minutes in one sitting. They can take a little bit and then come back again. But if they take the full sitting, it's 45 minutes. That way they know what their rights are, and they also know what to protect, what to guard against. So we want to make sure that they take the course seriously. Again, the course is mandated by the federal government, and all students must undergo this training. Again, as part of our family orientation, we want to make sure that parents are well aware of FERPA. And so if you have questions, we want you to go in the chat. Liz, you'll meet her very shortly. We'll be checking the chat, as well as some of our colleagues from the other programs are checking the chat. So if there are questions that I might have mentioned, something that you're not clear of, etc., please check the chat. Tell us what you want some clarification on, and we'll answer your questions as we go on through the presentation. We want to make sure that you go away this afternoon with as much information as possible so that you get excited as we are about sending your sons and daughters to our campus. FERPA, what is it? It's the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act of 1974, and it's also referred to as the Buckley Amendment. And within the FERPA, it gives students an opportunity to check their records, to know how, when, and who they should share the information, the academic records with. FERPA gives the students the rights to inspect and review the educational records. They also give the students the right to seek and amend those educational records, as well as to have the right to control who gets information about them. And so it's important for them to recognize that they have the rights to guard their own educational records. Also with FERPA, we want to make sure that you're well aware that we cannot release to you as a parent your child's educational records. Unfortunately, you can't call us and ask us, what grade did my son get in math? Or how is my daughter doing in English? No, unfortunately we can't. Unless, of course, your son or your daughter is over 18 and he or she has signed a document saying you can disclose my educational records to my parents or to Bob or to Susan or whomever they want them to be disclosed to, but we cannot on our own disclose. However, if your son or daughter is under the age of 18, then you have all rights to call the institution and inquire about your son and or daughter's information. For more information on FERPA, be sure to call the number listed on the overhead, as well as to check our website. There's so much more to learn about FERPA, but those are the important things. More importantly, if your son, your daughter, your guardian is under the age of 18, you have access to their records automatically. If they're over the age of 18, you have to have their permission by a signed document that they would send to us, giving you permission to ask about their educational records. So for example, we can't send their transcripts to another school unless they tell us, send my transcripts to another school because I'm interested in also doing a program at that school. Don't send my transcripts to this particular employer because I'm interested in doing an internship, etc. They have to give the institution permission to send their records, just like they have to give us permission for you to examine their records or to ask questions about their educational records as well. All right, so I told you a little bit about FERPA. More to come on FERPA if you check the website or call the number that we've listed for you.